Let's take it back to 2006. On this December 30th, we the people got to cross the Penobscot Narrows Bridge. It opened to vehicles for the first time, a striking cable-stayed span that changed travel across the Penobscot River. With its soaring concrete towers and clean modern lines, the bridge replaced the aging Waldo Hancock span and gave drivers wider lanes, shoulders, and a safer, more reliable crossing. More than a crossing, the project gave Maine something rare, a public observatory built into one bridge on the tower where visitors can ride an elevator and look out over the river, islands, and surrounding woods, a new vantage point that turned infrastructure into a destination. The bridge improved river navigation, emergency response times, and regional commerce, while also drawing tourists and photographers to this gateway to the mid-coast. Until tomorrow, I'm Brian Sullivan.